students, welcome back to our channel Diksha Karnataka. So only 2 days are left for your NEET 2024 examination and I hope all of you are preparing really well for the exam. But how much ever you prepared, the point when you write the exam, okay, when you go and attempt the exam, so how is your mindset there, what is the strategy you are following in the exam is very important, which affects your score, right? So in this video, we'll be discussing some very effective exam attempting strategies so that you can improve your scores effectively, okay? So let us see, please watch the full video so that you can understand and just apply them so that you can boost your scores, okay? So first the very important thing is you have to read the instructions carefully. So when you get the paper, right? So just take a few moments and read the instructions. And the next important thing is fill the OMR sheet correctly. Okay, however you write, whatever you apply and you do the correct answers, but you have not written your registration number correctly, your roll number correctly, then all will go in vain, right? So that is why take time, read properly all the instructions, fill the OMR sheet properly, okay? And then encircle the bubbles correctly, so you will be having it should not go out of the border, okay? So fill it properly. And then do not hesitate to talk to the invigilator in case of any doubt. So if you are having any doubt, you are not understanding which one to fill or what, so first talk to the invigilator and then do it, okay? So you might think this is a very small thing, we will be doing it very easily, but one mistake here can ruin everything, right? So this is one of the most crucial part and important thing. So that is why be very careful while filling the OMR sheet, okay? Now next is skim through the question paper, okay? So once you get the question paper, read the complete question paper once, okay? It will not take more time, you do not have to solve anything, just go through the question paper so that you can understand what is the level of the exam, what is the toughness of the paper and how can you do it well, okay? Which section you need to start, you can understand. If you read some questions and you feel, okay, biology, all questions I know these answers, if you feel, you can start from there, okay? So then after you reach and if you see like, okay, physics questions are little lengthy, chemistry questions are little short. So at that time, you can divide a proper, like a certain amount of time for each subject. Okay, so that will be very helpful to plan the exam for the next 3 hours, right? Next is ensure all the questions are attempted within the allotted time. So once you have to so you have to take care, you have to plan in such a way that all the questions you can attempt within the time, okay? Next is manage your time wisely. So this is important. Time management is the key to success in the exam. Okay, whatever is preparedness is different thing, but if you are not able to manage time in the exam, then it is very difficult to score good marks. So what you have to do is, so like allocate time for each section based on the difficulty level and number of questions. Okay, first you can plan 1 hour. If you see the physics questions are very easy, just plan 45 minutes and chemistry questions are lengthy. So just plan 1 hour 15 minutes for chemistry, right? So just divide your time properly and then this will help you to complete the paper on the time, okay? And one more thing, you should not, once you start solving the paper, do not get stuck in any question, okay? Once you are like, you're not able to solve this question, just leave the question at that moment and go to the next question. Once or something you are not able to recollect, okay, some formulas you have read it, but at that point of time you are not able to recollect. Don't waste time there. Time is like each second counts in the exam, right? So just leave it and go to the next question. Once you are done with all the questions that you are 100% sure, you can come back and think peacefully for the other questions which you are not able to recollect, right? Okay. Next is start with easy questions. So this is very important. So whichever the section, physics, chemistry, bio, you are well prepared. After seeing the question paper, you find chemistry is very easy or biology is very easy. So just start with that section. What is the importance of this is when you are when you are doing well in the exam, your beginning of the exam is very good. The whole exam you stay motivated, you stay positive, and even the questions which are difficult, you can solve them. But from the starting, if you get panic, you start the difficult one and you're not getting the answers, the brain of your body, your mindset is disturbed and that will affect the whole exam, okay? So always try to start with the easy section, the section which you are confident with, okay? Okay, next. Okay, so do not use blank paper. So it is already instructed in your admit card that no rough sheets will be provided. So you have to manage the space given in the rough sheets only. In the exam booklet, whatever space is given for rough, that only you can use. So do not ask for any rough papers or do not expect any rough papers will be provided. So use the space properly, so that, like for example, there will be many questions which have lot of calculations, so that again just plan how much, which questions needed calculations, just use the space wisely. Okay, this is a small thing but again an important one. Next, skip strategically. So this is just now I told you, if any question you are feeling difficult, okay, you just don't remember the values, you don't know the answer, you don't know the concept, just skip it and go to the next question. There will be many other easy questions ahead which can be solved, right? So do not waste time in any one question, move to the next question. So this is very, very important. Most of the students do wrong in here. They start solving one question, and if you're not getting answer in one time, they keep on doing it 2-3 times and waste a lot of time, by which time they could have solved some other very easy and scoring marks, because all the question carries same marks, right? So whether you solve this one or that one doesn't matter. The first thing is you should score correctly and you should do it correctly. Okay. Next, review the paper. So once you have completed the exam, review the questions you have not attempted. Okay, so first go do all the questions that you are 100% confident with. After that, come to the questions that you have marked them. Okay, now in this buffer time, just try elimination method to reach the correct answer. So just from this, suppose 4 options are there, try to eliminate those options which cannot be the answer. Obviously you know that these 2 options or this one option is not the answer. Now on the other 3 options, try thinking, try to apply your previous knowledge, what you have done. You might have solved many mock tests, you might have solved your DPP, so many things you have solved. Just try to recollect if anything related you have solved it, and then try to eliminate one more option, and then think logically and then make a strategic guess of the answer. Okay, so next, so as there is negative marking, so try to attempt question in which you are very sure. Okay, so the questions which you are 100% sure, first attempt them, and then make strategic approach in some questions, avoid random guesses. Okay, so you might have attempted many questions and then you have done more negative marking, so that will not be of any use. Since this exam has a negative marking, there is a restriction on you. You cannot attempt your questions on your wish. Okay, so that will lead to negative marking and your scores will decrease drastically. Okay, even if in case of some ties, it is also checked, like more number of negative marking, less number of negative marking. So these all things also carry importance. So do the questions that you're 100% sure, and then the questions which you are half or 50% sure, try to attempt them. And the questions which you do not have any knowledge at all, you don't have any, like some theoretical questions will come which you don't know at all, you don't have heard that word also before, such questions come, so it's better to skip them than to get a negative marking. There's a possibility that you may get a like correct in the with a guess, but if you do not have any logic with that guess, so do not go for any random guesses in the exam. Okay, so yeah, this is one of the questions. So many students ask this, like how to fill the OMR sheet, like is it like we should do one question and solve and start bubbling it, or we should do all the 180, like all the questions and then start filling it. So it is a personal choice, but what I personally suggest will be, just like you solve 30-40 questions or 20-30 questions and then start bubbling it. Okay, then go for next question. So do not keep till the end. That will be a burden again, like you haven't solved it, and in maybe in hurry, if less time is there, you will do wrong bubbling, you can do it wrong, and then you cannot even change it, right? So that is why just take a periodical approach, a midway between both, not at the end of every question, not at the end of all questions. Just solve 50, 30, 40 questions, whichever you can, like 20-30 questions, and then just fill it, and again for this one and again for that one, right? You can do it in this way. That will be a better approach, because you do not have the pressure at the end that I haven't bubbled it, and in that pressure also you made mistake in bubbling. Okay, you might have found the correct answer, but in bubbling you will do it wrong. Okay, so that is why, to avoid that, try like in the mock test and all, try following this approach. Okay. Okay, next is very important, your attitude and your mindset in the exams, in the exam center. Okay, do not panic at all. Just be very calm. If you find the paper is difficult, then also be calm, thinking that the paper is difficult for everyone, right? You are not the only one it will be feeling difficult, right? So just, if the paper is very tough, it is tough for everyone. If it is easy also, it is easy for everyone, right? So just try to be very positive, just focus in your preparation, try to recollect the things you have read. Okay, just believe in your preparation. Okay, very important day, very like you should not do any mistake because of your panic, because you are panicking, because you are anxious. So just such mistakes should be avoided. Okay, so be very calm, be very confident about your preparation, and go to the exam and attempt it with full focus and with full belief in your preparation. Okay, so these were some tips while attempting the NEET exam paper. So this, whatever, as I told you in the before, whatever is your preparation, everything will matter how you are attempting the paper on that day. That 3 hours how you are using it, that is more important than your years of preparedness, right? So this is very important. Please watch this video completely, try to apply them in your exam. You will definitely improve your scores. Okay, so if you have found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you and all the very best for your NEET exam.